Hey y'all, and welcome back to Leonard Creek Farm. Can y'all hear it under my feet? We had sunshine yesterday. We got rain today. That's been the story of our lives for the last couple days. The unfortunate part is all of that brown you all see, guys, that's mud. That's what we've been having to deal with. So come with me today as we trudge the mud to feed these ungrateful animals, especially these right here where we haven't had any sunshine. I've not been getting any eggs for weeks, so ungrateful, but let's feed them. Andy's chickens haven't been laying either, so we have reverted to what is this?
Solar lights, string lights. String them across the pens, and the light tricks the hens thinking the days are getting longer, and they'll start laying.
We haven't had any sunshine, like at all, have we?
No.
I've got the stand. This is an example of how tall he is compared to me because the stand is at eye level. You can't even get his head in the camera. We're gonna feed the rabbits first. It's funny because used to we would feed the goats first because they would be the loudest and the most impatient. Now it's the rabbits that they're most impatient. You can hear the chickens in the background. That's Andy's chickens. My chickens just quietly wait for me to feed them. And usually because they're so quiet, they're usually the last ones to be fed. The rabbits are probably my favorite. It's my favorite place to be. They're my favorite. I was getting ready to say people to be with. Let's go feed them. If you haven't learned it by now, wherever we're at on the farm, there's usually a dog there. This is Koa. This is Katie. And if you're unfamiliar with our channel, Koa is a Kangal and Anatolian cross. Katie is an Anatolian. Let's feed Mama and babies first. I'll let you see this beautiful girl. This is Iris. And she's got 5 kits. Beautiful kits. And they're with her. She gets 2 cups of feed because she's feeding babies. I mean, look at that. Let me get another one. That's a beautiful little black otter. Look at their little face. So cute. I love them. This girl right here is No Name. And yes, that is her name, No Name. She unfortunately had kids, and they passed away due to her not feeding them. It's a whole story. You'll have to watch this video. I'll post it right here, and I explain what happened in the video. He's literally the sweetest. He's beautiful. He has marble eye. I don't know if you can see it in this lighting. There you can. He's got blue eyes. He's just gorgeous. Beautiful boy. This is Buckwheat. Hey y'all, if you haven't liked this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you haven't left a comment, leave a comment for me down below. Thank you. I'm going to add a little bit of red cell to their feed. I usually try to add it just every once in a while to give them a boost. It's been really wet and rainy, so we're going to go ahead and boost them up, especially since it's been cold on top of that. Usually, especially for humans and even animals, you can have issues with the temperatures going up and down, it being wet and rainy. And so you really want to give your animals a good boost when you have weather like this, just to keep them all healthy and well-rounded in their minerals and vitamins. And this is what I'm talking about. This is pretty much good for all livestock animals. We've given it to our chickens, our goats, our horses, cattle, all that stuff. It's just full of vitamins. I guess I'll just use this cup. Lakin's gonna video me because I can't bring the stand in because the dog. So come on, Lakey. Here, babe. Check out all the mud. We're gonna feed the chicks first. You usually have a pan for them. The pan is over there. They pooped in it. And they're voracious, so I just fed them. I hate throwing feed down on the muddy ground in here. I'm gonna have to get some hay in here. Alright guys, so up next is the quail. We'll have to get the quail's feed. It's in here. I'm still feeding them crumble because I feel like that's what they eat the most of. I've tried different mixtures, and I've tried like crushing up our chicken feed mixture, and they do okay on it, but they like the crumble best, so that's what I've been giving. We have more males than we do females, which kind of stinks. I've been trying to find some females in our area, but nobody has any extra females they're willing to let me have. And nobody wants my extra males. We do plan on eating some, but I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep the males from fighting. So they might get prematurely eaten before they are of proper age. So we'll just have to see. And if you're wondering about what I'm talking about with the chick starter, we were doing the chick starter grower. It's the 20% protein, non-medicated starter. And they only get about that much. That's probably too much there. But I been throwing sunflower seeds in here and there, and like I said, I've tried different feeds: whole corn, crushed corn. There for a while I was giving them crushed corn. So unless we forget, we do have Batty in here, our silky Bantam cross. And there's our quail. They're seems like every time I video I tell you all that it needs cleaned out. I clean this out once a week. And they get it so dirty, sometimes twice a week. I've got a little hidey back there for them to get under. There's their water.
Why are you pecking me?
For those of you wondering as well, this is just temporary housing for them. And I wouldn't still have them under the light, except that Batty is still a baby. And she can't come out of the light if it's a she. And she still needs light. And so I don't want to take her. I don't have another small chick to put her with. And so she has been raised with the quail. She was literally born the day after they were and put in there. I just dropped water on them. She's been raised with the quail, and so she still needs the light. But obviously they don't. They've got their full feathers. So the light's still on pretty much for Batty. And like I said, this housing is temporary. We plan to build an entire coop for them. I know a lot of people have them on wire. And I might have them on wire for a time. I might pull the males out and put them on wire. But I really want to build a decent sized coop for my quail. That way I can raise quite a few. I plan to raise quite a few quail if everything works out. While we're with the quail, if anybody has any tips and tricks of how to raise quail, I would greatly appreciate it. We plan to raise them for meat purposes, to produce meat. Obviously, we'll probably want to do some resale as well. And that's mainly because I don't keep things on the farm that I can't make money off of. This is a working homestead. Or I guess you would consider it more of a farmstead. We eat some of what we grow. We sell most of what we grow. And that goes all the way from the garden to the animals. We have to resell in order for us to be able to continue having animals. We have to resell in order for us to make an income. I'll tell you the place I'd rather be. Where's it at? Up there. You can't hardly see it in the camera. It seems so far away. That's the distance I walk. When y'all see me walk up to the garden, that's the distance I walk. That's how far the garden is up that way. That's where I'd rather be. Okay, it's time to get everything watered. I don't think people stress this enough. And so I stress it when I talk about it. But like your animals should be getting access to fresh water every single day. You should be changing their waters frequently. You should be bleaching or sanitizing water bowls frequently. You need to be cleaning that stuff and giving them fresh water every single day, because that's like the lifeblood of your animal. You can go longer without feed than you can water, but you need fresh water. And a lot of bacteria and stuff comes from like my husband's flirting with me in the background. A lot of bacteria and stuff comes from just unhealthy water. They're more likely to get, issues in water than, in their feed. So, there's that. I'm going to leave you all in here. Let's see if the dogs mess with my stand. Koa's already doing it. Did you see it shaking? I'm getting our water. All right, you seen the rabbits being watered? Let's water the dogs. One good thing about their water is it's out here. It's been raining, so they get fresh rainwater, and then I just fill it up the rest of the way. It's so muddy in here. Look at that beauty. She's one of the does that I might possibly keep. So I have to see about her. All right, we're going to trim this doe's nails because she needs it. I'm going to show you a trick, though, that I've learned. If you have a doe with dark toenails, or any animal with dark toenails, and you need to trim their nails, if you hold them up like this and you look through, like you let the light shine through it, you can see where the quick's at.
Alright, Williams.
Oh. Let me wrap her up. I'm going to wrap her up. She's a new doe, so she's not used to how we do things. So, this is my next trick. I have a video on trimming rabbits' toenails, so if you're interested in it, you can watch. But, let me do this side first. But you wrap them up like a burrito. That way they feel more secure. And when you want to go, she has the worst. She, like, I don't know, she digs in. She does weird things with her feet. But, if you wrap them up like a burrito, and then you can work on one paw at a time, see she can't get out. She's trying, but she can't. And you pull out one paw at a time. They can't get away. Also, they can't scratch you. So, that's my trick and tip of the day. Just one paw at a time. You keep the other paws wrapped up. And once they get used to doing this, because we trim our rabbit's nails pretty frequently, once they get used to doing this, then they'll relax in this. But she's a new doe. She's never had me. I've never trimmed her nails. She's never probably been trimmed like this. So, anyways, there's my tips and tricks for the day. We got to make a hay run. I'm down to probably a half a bale right there. Well, I'm done with my chores. Let's go annoy Andy and see what he's doing. There's these lights. Oh, look how cute. There's your little solar panel. Looky there. Look at them birds. You want to brag on them for a second?
No, I need to get another solar panel and a couple more strands of light.
Yep. But you got that first set, so we'll be able to see the distance and stuff. Here's his birds. When I'm talking about Andy's chickens, this is what I'm talking about. By beauty, he has beat mine by a mile.
About 40 miles.
They're gorgeous. So pretty. Here's just a hen. If you're unfamiliar with the channel, I have my homesteady side of the farm, and then Andy has his chickens. He raises heritage breed exotic chickens. And as you can tell, they are gorgeous. We're taking a walk down the pasture, checking our electric fence, making sure everything's good. This guy's gorgeous. Look at his eyes. I love him so much. Looks like everything's good. Fence is good. Usually if you have electric fence up and there's a spot that's bad, you'll hear it'll click. But, and I always have my partner in crime with me. Like I said earlier, anywhere we're at, I can guarantee there's a dog there. He's beautiful. Miss Katie is training on the lead. Well guys, this is probably a good spot to end the video. I appreciate anybody that's stuck to the end, everybody that's hung out. If you haven't liked the video, please like it, help me out. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Let me know how many dogs you got or what your favorite animal was on the farm. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you all so much. Hopefully we can see you on the next one. We'll see you later. Bye.